Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday. Now, it's one of the more exciting Tuesdays in December, isn't it?
Is it?
We're wrapping. And by we, I mean...
It's wrapping
Gemma
day.
is wrapping.
I'm really sad. The best part about Christmas for me is wrapping presents, and I sit down, all the presents around me, the wrapping paper and a glass of Prosecco, and it's just the best afternoon.
Happy days.
Happy days. Happy Tuesday.
And so my dad will really appreciate all the time and the care and the effort that goes into Gemma's wrapping.
Yeah.
The same cannot be said about mine.
No, your wrapping's terrible.
But it's made with love and with effort.
Labour of love, that's
Labour
what that
of
is.
love, there we go, yeah. Anyway, today's passage comes from Isaiah 26, and Gemma is going to read.
It is. It's only verses 3 and 4, so it's a nice short one. And it says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord himself is the rock eternal." Now this really actually reminded us of actually your favourite verse in the Bible, which is Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6, which goes like this. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight." Now these two pairs of verses go really well together and they hold such a simple and powerful encouragement for us.
So to get into Bible college, it might come as a surprise, but you don't need the best grades. So for LST, I needed 2 E's in my A-levels to get in.
Yeah.
So it meant there wasn't much pressure on me when it came to my final exams. I thought 2 E's, I'm doing 3 A-levels. I would have thought that wouldn't be a problem.
2 E's
So I was really calm compared to a lot of my friends. But there was one thing that did matter, and that was that I had to get grade 5 in my music theory. Grade 5 music theory, and I had to pass that.
Yeah.
And so I'd done lots of revision for it. I'd done all the work. I'd done lots of exams. I was getting pretty good grades in all the mocks and all the test questions. But it got to the morning of the exam, and I was just an absolute mess. Now, Jen was on the train to uni at this point, wasn't you?
I was.
And I was just like, I felt ill. I was so anxious about it. I had like a mini breakdown about it. And it was just because this was the one exam that mattered.
Yeah.
Like the rest of them, I knew that was fine. I can pass. But this one, I was like, right, this is the only actual important exam. And so I remember my parents then gathering around me, and we prayed for about 5 minutes. Rather like Elijah, I then got sent back to bed to have a nap. And I just remember waking up and just having to pray, like, God, I put my complete trust in you. If you want me to get into LST, I'll get into LST. Regardless of what happens with this exam and my exams in the summer, God, it's on you now. I've done my bit. I put all my trust in you. And so, lo and behold, I did the exam. It was fairly relaxed. It was quite easy. And I came out with a really good merit. And so I had nothing to worry about, really. But it was just about putting my trust completely in God. It made me so much more peaceful. And ever since that sort of meltdown, before every exam, essay and sermon I've ever done, just before I start writing, I will pray and say, God, I've done the work. This is like in your hands now. And just before it gets submitted, or I talk, or I finish, I pray the same thing. God, I've done the work. I've written this down. This is all in your hands now. And so just putting this trust, declaration of trust in God just makes me feel so at ease. And it's exactly what these verses are telling us, basically.
Yeah, so when we trust and submit completely to God, regardless of our understanding of our circumstances, he will be with us. He's the eternal rock who is unchanging, unshakable and utterly dependable. And he stills our minds and gives us peace. So when we feel scared or anxious, or there's a really nasty exam that we don't want to do, and that means an absolute lot to us, it's actually amazing. I was going to say surprising. It's not surprising. We know God can do it, but we just don't believe ourselves.
Yeah.
The difference that God can bring when we completely trust in him.
So let's all put a bit more trust in God and not be surprised when
God
he stills
pulls
us
through.
and sees our minds. Yeah, exactly. Have a lovely day. We're going to go and do some rapping.
Woo! I'm going to do some rapping.
Well, Gemma's going to do some rapping, and I'm going to make her Prosecco and watch.
Fair enough.
Have a good day.
Bye.